Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
And Chag Chanukah Sameach. A happy Hanukkah to everyone who's joining us to celebrate both Shabbat tonight and Hanukkah, which is such a wonderful holiday. Hanukkah, it's about dedication. It's about a miracle. It's about hope. It's about determination. All these things in this beautiful season, this festival of light. We are so happy that we are joining together. We welcome you to our home. Thank you for allowing us to come into your homes. We are going to celebrate and sing tonight. And what beautiful music we had, that prelude of 10 minutes or so from our temple musicians. We'll name them all at the end of the service. But let's continue to get into the spirit of Hanukkah. Isaac Lopez grew up at Temple Israel and went out into the world, and he is a professional musician. And we asked if he would maybe do something special for Hanukkah, and he said absolutely. He's part of the Corbin Jones Big Band. And so get your Hanukkah and your Shabbat candles ready, but let's warm up for Hanukkah. Listen to this.
Isaac's in a red shirt playing the jazz flute.
Hey everybody, it's Corbin. This is the Corbin Jones Big Band. You can see all my friends here. I wanted to ask Isaac, how do you celebrate Hanukkah?
Yeah, every night we light the menorah. We'll make some latkes. Sometimes we'll eat some donuts, get some food fried in oil, and then we'll play hot and cold to find our presents because we try to make our own traditions sometimes.
Yeah, that's rad. Okay, cool. Well, we're going to play a Hanukkah song for you guys. This is Malitzer. Han. Thanks, everybody. Happy holidays.
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you, Isaac, and the whole band. And now get your Chanukiah ready, grab your shamash, and go ahead and light it. When Shabbat rolls around during the week of Hanukkah, we light the Chanukiah first because we don't light lights after Shabbat lights. So Hanukkah lights and then Shabbat. And remember, from right to left, placing the candles in, but we light the new candle first each night, so left to right.
Well, this is our new candle, so it's right.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Hanukkah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim la'avoteinu bayamim ha'hem b'zman hazeh. And this evening, to light our Shabbat lights, we are honoring Alan and Marion Goldberg in honor of Marion's 76th birthday. So
Happy birthday, Marion.
happy birthday, Marion. Take it away, Alan and Marion.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Thank you,
Shabbat
Alan and Marion.
shalom.
Shabbat shalom to you.
Oh, I forgot to light ours. Keep going.
You know, Jews for centuries have lived all around the world. That's why we have so much flavor, so many different textures to Jewish culture, reflecting all those different places where we have lived. And there's more than one Jewish language. We all know about Hebrew and, of course, Yiddish, but there's another language that Jews have been speaking for centuries, and that's Ladino, which is a combination of Spanish and Hebrew. And we have added a brand new song to our repertoire that's in Ladino, Ocho Candalicas.
And now the song is old, but it's new for us. And please excuse our pronunciation. We'll do the best we can. Page 2 if you're following the Siddur. Hanukkah linda está aquí. Ocho candelas para mí. Hanukkah linda está aquí. Ocho candelas para mí.
Oh, una candalica, dos candalicas, tres candalicas, cuatro candalicas, cinco candalicas, seis candalicas, siete candalicas, ocho candelas para ti.
Muchos fiestas vou passar con alegrías y gozar. Muchas fiestas vou passar con alegrías y placer.
Oh, una candalica, dos candalicas, tres candalicas, cuatro candalicas, cinco candalicas, seis candalicas, siete candalicas, ocho candelas.
Hanukkah linda está aquí.
Ocho candelas. Catalikas, dos catalikas, tres catalikas, cuatro catalikas, cinco catalikas, seis catalikas, siete catalikas, ocho candelas para mí. Ocho candelas para mí. One more time. Ocho candelas para mí. So fun. And now those who are able, please rise, either physically or in your heart, as we continue with our call to worship the Baruch Hu. The Via Hafta gives us the commandment for affixing a mezuzah to our doors. That's one of the ways that you can identify a Jewish home. There's a mezuzah on the doorpost. And during this time of the year, many Jewish homes will display their Chanukiah in the window, because that's a mitzvah for this holiday of Chanukah, to pirsumei ha-mitzvah, to advertise the miracle by showing the light, by putting your Chanukiah in the window. Let's read this beautiful translation of Via Hafta.
Page 3.
Love Adonai, your God, with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at home and at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot, so that you can be holy for God. I, Adonai, am your God.
Sing with us. All about dreidels.
Serviva, sa, Hanukkah, 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 Serviva. spin. A happy game of dreidel, come play, let's begin. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. Oh, dreidel, 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 oh, dreidel, I shall play. So we play dreidel at Hanukkah because it's fun. And of course, it has 4 letters. Nun, Gimel, He, Shin. Nes, Gadol, Haya, Sham. A great miracle happened there. And we're all familiar with the story of the miracle of Hanukkah, that when the Maccabees restored the temple, they could only find enough oil for 1 night of lighting. But they lit it, and a miracle occurred. It burned for 8 nights. And that's why we celebrate Hanukkah for 8 nights. But think about it. It was only a miracle for 7 nights. It was supposed to last for 1 night. So then why don't we just celebrate Hanukkah for 7 nights? Well, here's a possible answer. Maybe miracles are when we decide to take that first step, when we have the faith that something will follow if we just light that first light. Maybe what our ancestors in the temple in that time understood is that miracles don't only fall from heaven, but they grow from the heart. And maybe the real hero of Hanukkah is that unnamed person who hid that tiny cruse of oil with the hope that someday someone would find it and that they would light the light again, and with a little help from God, it would become a miracle. Nes, Gadol, Haya, Sham. Tonight, we're going to have a silent Amidah, but we are going to begin with the Adonai Sifatai Tiftach, and then allow you this evening to turn inward. Think about the miracle of life. Think about the miracles that surround us, even in this difficult time. And give thanks. So those who are able, please rise either physically or in your heart. Adonai, Sifatai one of the ways that we spread the light. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
The first candle.
Yeah. Sing with me. The first candle we light on Hanukkah is a beacon for all to see, and it stands for the faith one people had who dared to wish to be free. The first candle we light on Hanukkah leaves our spirits and hearts aglow. It rekindles the wonderful miracle of many years ago. We will not forget their faith, their hopes, their glory. We will not forget their struggle to be free. So light the light, menorah, it will shine bright, so bright. Rejoice this special time. Hanukkah has come into our lives. The first candle we light on Hanukkah.
Thank you, Lindy. That was beautiful. You know, one of the ways that we increase the light on Hanukkah is by spreading around a little guilt. And I don't mean the chocolate kind. I mean money. I mean tzedakah. Because when we give tzedakah, we make the world a little brighter. We make it a little better. We do acts of tikkun olam, world repair. And it elevates the holiday and makes it more meaningful. On each of the nights of Hanukkah, we are spotlighting a different tzedakah opportunity. Organizations, both local and international, who are spreading the light and doing amazing things around the world. And tonight, we are shining the spotlight on Israel Aid, an international relief organization based in Israel. Watch this.
I'm the founder and CEO of an Israeli international aid organization called Israel Aid. It was then that I decided that this would be my life. Israel itself has about 100 employees. We have staff spread across 18 countries around the world. We also are a sustainable organization. We're not a hit and run organization. We actually start with disaster and then go on to long-term programs depending on the needs on the ground. Because we're very adaptive to the needs of the locals, we don't come with a method and say, okay, this is what you need to do. We actually come and listen and hear and help the community rebuild itself. We have professionals in agriculture and health. We have the top psychologists. When people think about Israel, in the good sense, they think about the startup nation. And I wanted to bring the startup nation to the developing world. We work in countries like Iraq, we worked in Chad, we work in Jordan, all of these places helping Darfurians in Chad, helping Syrians in Jordan, helping the Yazidis in northern Iraq. Something changes in their minds and they hug us, they want us to come more, they want us to continue to help, not to leave. What we do is non-political. What we do is we actually save lives. There is always something small that touches your heart and makes you keep on going.
What they didn't mention in the video is that Israel Aid not only goes to the developing world, but they come to the first world as well. Right here in the United States, Israel Aid has been on the ground bringing relief during the hurricanes in the south and in the southeast. And just in the last 2 years, they've been right here in California, in Santa Rosa and in Paradise, helping with the relief from the wildfires. It is an amazing organization, truly a personification of the values of our faith to make a difference in the world and to be an Or L'Goyim, a light unto the nations. We're not telling you what to give or even who to give to. These are just suggestions, but we hope that you'll find it in your heart this week to choose at least one of these organizations and give. And it brings healing. We have so many friends and family members who are ailing and who need our help and our strength and our prayers for a refuah shlema, a full and speedy healing. We're thinking this week especially of Diane Dakin, Samantha and Ann Porteous, Craig Corin, Sally Glick, Randy Watkins, Betty Morgan, Paul Fairbrook, Ron and Margaret Ray, Gabrielle Lopez Smith, Ira Abramson, Bradley Cantor, Dana Glazier, Jackie Burke, Danny Reichman, Rebecca Williams, Bert Carlson, Ricardo Holbrook, Heidi Kranz, Philip Blair, Andy Bernhardt, Jeanette Saphir, Leslie Hirschfield, Christina Vogel, Vivian Culver, Marvin Primack, Stephen Bonacore, Judy and Lou Israels, Scott Neistat, Steve Jacobs, Doralee Saxon, Joyce and Mort Cohen, Elliot Brooks, Jonathan Kelly, and Robin Ferris. And we invite you to add the names of your friends and your loved ones who are in need for prayers for healing and strength. Say them aloud, hold them in your heart, or share them on the chat with our kehillah, with our community, as we join together in the Mishaberach, our prayer for healing.
We're on page 7.
Of And we add to those mentioned aloud, those of us here. Lindy's coughing. We pray for strength of body and of spirit. Baruch atah Adonai rofeh hacholim. Blessed are you, O God, who heals the sick. Amen. Let us join together in a prayer for our country and the state of Israel on the bottom of page 7. Guardian of life and liberty, grant blessings to our country. Grant our leaders patience and wisdom. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife, and may we never be lazy in the work of peace. Eternal God, grant blessings to the state of Israel. Protect your people, shelter them with peace, and grant them deliverance from the violence that surrounds them. May they live in harmony with one another and with their neighbors. May the bonds of faith and faith that unite the Jews of all lands be a source of strength and blessing to each of us and to all the world. And let us say, Amen. I mentioned just a few minutes ago the phrase, Or Lagoyim, a light unto the nations. And that's what we as Jews are commanded to be. We are commanded to be a positive example, to live our lives with the values of Torah that bring justice into the world. We fight to make the world more just and more fair. And during this time of Chanukah, we are reminded of that. Or a light unto the nations, the light of Chanukah. So let's keep that in mind as we celebrate this week, and let us join together now in a prayer that reminds us of just that, our Aleinu. Please rise either physically or in your heart.
Or on page 8.
It's up to us to call ourselves to task, to sing what's good and true, to bring about redemption. It's what we were freed to do. For what's the point of being here if we're not moved to change our ways? Aleinu l'shabeach. It's time to live our praise. We are carrying the stories of the ones who came before. Stories will be told of us when we are here no more. We commit ourselves to action. It brings meaning to our days. Aleinu l'shabeach. It's time to live our praise. It's up to us to own the vision. We are an answer to the call. It's up to us to live the words we speak for the benefit of all. It's up to us to bow down deeply. There's a broken world to raise. Aleinu l'shabeach. It's time to live our praise. Aleinu l'shabeach. It's time to live our praise. Aleinu l'shabeach l'Adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר וחיה אדוני ומלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד. when we celebrate these special holidays, we are missing our loved ones who are no longer with us. Oh.
Don't forget.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Something special right now.
Something that we've been working on for, well, Ari's been working on for quite some time, but 58 different participants have submitted videos to join in our virtual choir. It's the closest we can come together to singing together, and it's one of our favorite Hanukkah songs that we do at in our synagogue at Temple Israel. Light one candle, so please enjoy.
The fact that we can do this is a real Hanukkah miracle.
Light one candle for the Maccabee children, with thanks that their light didn't die. Light one candle for the pain they endured when their right to exist was denied. Light one candle for the terrible sacrifice justice and freedom demand. But light one candle for the wisdom to know when the peacemaker's time is at hand. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Light one candle for the strength that we need to never become our own foe. Light one candle for those who are suffering the pain we learned so long ago. Light one candle for all we believe in, let anger not tear us apart. And light one candle to bind us together with peace as the song in our heart. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. What is the memory that's valued so highly that we keep alive in that flame? What's the commitment to those who have died when we cry out they've not died in vain? We have come this far, always believing that justice will somehow prevail. This is the burden, and this is the promise, and this is why we will not fail. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out, don't let the light go out, don't let the light go out.
That fills my heart as I hope it does yours, the miracle of our community, carrying each other, giving each other strength through this dark time, and finding in our hearts the way to find the light, that silver lining, and to celebrate. And it's personified in that beautiful virtual choir video. What I started to say before, you can tell this is live because of all the mistakes, is that when we celebrate these holidays, we sometimes are missing loved ones who are no longer with us, the grandparents, the parents, for some, the sibling, or even a child. Think about sitting with them around the holiday table, lighting Hanukkah lights together. And all we can do now is to hold that memory dear in our heart. Think about the beauty of having them in our lives, and their memory continues to be a blessing. So we remember and we pay tribute to the memory of those loved ones who are no longer here. We start with our Shloshim and Shana list, those who have passed in the last 30 days and in the last year. We remember with love Fernand Morrison, Patricia Ventura, Harriet Berg, Janet Bullard, Bruce Soretsky, Saul Chadnick, Susanna Lopez, Skip Evie, Harry Harris, Shirley Brecher, Judith Cothran, Evan Stein, Marcia Davidson, Adiel Fischler, Charlotte Constant, Barbara Navarrete, Oren Kabacher, Pablo Carmona Cruz, Jerry Yeeses, Linda Sue Morgan Ray, Carol Blumenthal, Archie English, Richard Ripken, Clay Utterback, Andy Heisler, Mel Halpern, Leonard Kolber, and Bill Long. Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be for a blessing. And we remember as well these loved ones who have a yortzeit, the anniversary of their death sometime in the week ahead. Gal Almag, Doris Kane, Jack Altman, Nathan Ellenberg, Harvey Arnold, Ella Schwartz, Irene Chazen, Sam Stein, Alan Corin, Coleman Fairbrook, Jack Lewis, Ray Altheimer, Rita Grable, Drew Utterback, Zelik Belsberg, Martha Levy, Maria de la Paz Chavez, Harry Hardy, Newton Schwartensberg, Rachel Brockman, Theodore Clare, Ray Abraham, H.M. Mike Corboltz, Amy Danielle Gold, Joseph Rothman, Harry Engel, and Sarah Evelyn Skolnick. Zichronam Livracha, may all their memories be for a never-ending source of strength. And we, of course, remember the 6 million who perished in the Holocaust, leaving no one to say Kaddish for them, as we hold dear in our hearts as well all those who have perished from COVID-19. We hold them in our hearts along with our own loved ones who have died, and we turn to page 10 and recite together Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yomad divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon, u'v'chayei decho beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah levarach le'olam u'lomei amaya. Yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yishha'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudisha berichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran b'yalma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav Hu Yaseh Shalom, Aleinu v'al Kol Yisrael, v'imru. Amen. May God grant peace to those who mourn and comfort to the bereaved among us, and let us say Amen.
So, what a wonderful evening this was. Thank you so much to Alan and Marion for lighting our Shabbat candles this evening. Our amazing musicians that did our 10 minutes of prelude and our meditation.
Great
and
music.
Our light one the first candle. That was Steve Schermerhorn, Donna Smith, Beth Sanders, Vicki Strauss, and Don Nover. Why am I losing Don Vicky's husband? Nelson.
Nelson.
Don Nelson. Sorry, Don. They're all fantastic and amazing and put together with heart, such beautiful music tonight. So thank you to them. Also, let's see. Again, thank you to everyone who participated in the Light One Candle choir. We just love it. We'll be showing it again on Sunday at our Zoom Hanukkah evening. And speaking of,
Don't forget, every night of Hanukkah, join us at 6:30.
6:30 on Zoom. Do not give out the Zoom link, please, on social media, but if you don't have it and need it, contact one of us or Karma and we'll make sure you have it. 6:30 tomorrow night, Hanukkah in your pajamakas. Whatever that means to you, we have surprises. I hope you do too. So we'll see you tomorrow night. And
For Havdalah and lighting the Chanukiah.
And thank you to Karma for getting all of this in our hands so that we could read and share our service. And of course to Ari Gwazdov, who put all of this evening together. We couldn't have done it without him, not the least bit. So thank you to Ari. Thank you, Ari.
Let's sing.
Let's sing.
Not by might. You have to learn the special clap for this song. Remember that phrase from West Side Story? I like to live in America. Remember that song? Well, we're going to say that and clap it at the same time. I like to live in America. Now say it in your head and clap it on your hands. 4 times in the beginning, twice in the middle. Ready? Hands in the air. 1, 2. You know what to do. Go! Zechariah, that's the special reading during the week of Hanukkah on Shabbat. So the thought for the week that we leave you with tonight is, how can you bring more light into the world?
Shabbat
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Chag Sameach.
Have
See
a
you
great
tomorrow
Shabbat.
night. We love you.